It's the donkey of the day.
That's time for the donkey of the day.
That's pretty funny.
Charlemagne the devil?
Possibly. The Breakfast Club on Power 105.1.
Yes, donkey of the day for Tuesday, June 25th goes to Donald West, defense attorney for George Zimmerman. You prisoners of the moment haven't forgotten about George Zimmerman, right? You know, Trayvon Martin, the unarmed 17-year-old who was gunned down by George Zimmerman, remember? Everybody was wearing their hoodies for Trayvon? Yeah, okay. Just had to remind y'all, this is a fast-paced society. We tend to forget. Anyway, the Trayvon Martin case is underway, and Donald West, defense attorney for George Zimmerman, started his defense of George Zimmerman off with a knock-knock joke. Yeah, you got to hear it to believe it.
Knock, knock. Who's there? George Zimmerman. George Zimmerman who? All right, good. You're on the jury.
What?
Nothing? That's funny.
Actually, it wasn't funny.
At all.
You know what's funny? Knock, knock. Who's there? George Zimmerman. George Zimmerman who? George Zimmerman who killed Trayvon Martin and hired a lawyer who clearly doesn't take this case seriously and thinks that a young black man being murdered means so little to people that he could get the murderer of said black man off by using lame-ass knock-knock jokes. Now, Donald West did apologize after recess, but he didn't apologize for the joke, but rather he apologized for the poor delivery of the joke. His exact quote, "No more bad jokes. I promise that I'm sorry if I offended anyone," end quote. Dear Donald West, shut the F up forever. I hope George Zimmerman gets burned and prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. One, for killing an unarmed black man named Trayvon Martin who wasn't doing anything. And two, for not standing up in the middle of the court. This is what George Zimmerman should have did. He should have stood up in the middle of the court and asked for a new attorney immediately because the one he currently has is clearly mentally unstable. Donald West might as well have slapped George Zimmerman on the ass and said, "Good shot." And if George, you sat there and allowed your lawyer to make a dumbass joke like that while you on trial for murder and you didn't stand up and say, "Hell no, I don't approve of that ASAP," then it says to me as a juror, you agree with what your lawyer is saying. So guess what? Guilty, guilty, guilty. Give Donald West the biggest hee-haw.
Just tacky and tasteless.
I think I would have passed out if my lawyer would have made a knock-knock joke while I'm on trial for murder.
Yeah.
My whole existence is on the line and you making knock-knock jokes?
The Breakfast Club.
Power 105.1.